Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Julia and this is a continuation of part 1 of all my vinyls. If you haven't checked that, check it out now. It's a bit long, so I do apologise, but I've put timestamps in there so you can skip through any vinyls you want to have a look at. I also did a VinylBox thing a few months ago, so I mentioned that in my room tour video, so this is that. I filmed it yesterday as well with part 1 of this video, however it got to 20 minutes on that, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna make it a part 1 and part 2 so it's a bit easier on people, and it splits up my vinyls into the 2 categories which they are. So here's that, enjoy. I won't go into too much depth about VinylBox because I wasn't very happy with them and it was a pain to try and cancel my subscription because I paid upfront for 3 months, like it was like just under 100 quid, so you'd get about 8 vinyls, so it works out to like 10 to 15 quid or something a vinyl, which is a good deal, but you don't really get to choose your vinyl, you just get to choose what box it comes from. So I had a wind down one which is kind of chill, Sounds of the USA, which was like your radio hits, Anti-Establishment, which I then put on eBay because I was never going to listen to them, and they were still sealed as well, so that has value, I guess. Like I've got a jazz bar one because my compensation. I wrote a review giving them 1 star and then they contacted me going, you were the only Julia on our system, which my boyfriend thinks was breaking GDPR in a way because they've had to, like, you've looked at the review, gone, we have this name, put it on the thing. I don't know. I put a thing on Quora about it, but it wasn't the most helpful, so I appreciated people answering me, but it wasn't too helpful because I couldn't put loads of information about what happened, so they're not going to have the best answers. So I'd signed up for 3 months and I was like checking my inbox regularly for the new like select your next month, and I missed the one that came through in the end because it came at the end of the month, not like halfway when it had been a month since I ordered it, my first one. So I missed the email. They sent a random box, which was the Anti-Establishment one, which, like I said, I was never going to listen to. It gave me NWA Straight Out Compton, which I then realised like who it is because I didn't know who they were because I don't listen to that music, and Slowthai, can't remember the name of the album, I think that was the name of the artist, so I can't remember the name of the album, but it was like a treat was the cover. I went on Spotify to hear, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't put this on ever, so yeah, I put those on eBay. I'd hoped more people would have bid on it because I started it quite low in the hope it would go higher, which was a mistake, but it's fine. You live and you learn. I just wanted some money back for them, really. But then they kept sending out the selection thing at the end of the month, and I was like, finding out, oh, there's a skip month. You couldn't have just done that for the month I didn't select, because you're there to choose at least what box you might want and veto 2 of them, because that's how it works. So they emailed me back and forth emailing like, oh, sorry, you didn't realise you didn't know that, and you could have returned the albums you didn't like. I'd never been told that, so she was like, okay, we're sorry for that, we'll send you some anyway, and like we're asking me to take my review down. I haven't, because it's my honest review, and I feel like that breaks that kind of thing of like, you've left a review, you don't then ask them to take it down. That's kind of rude. There's a reason that review is there, so I will update my review at some point soon. But yeah, I did get 2 albums in the end for free, and I went for jazz ones because I'm starting to get more into jazz, like when I go to sleep, and it's just a really nice vibe. So yeah, I was like, it's just different to stuff I've listened to previously, similar to other things. So I went for the jazz ones, and they're quite nice albums, can't really complain. And with other ones they had available, I wasn't a fan of many of the other boxes they had, and the issue is like you veto 2 and then there's like 6 to 8 other ones you could get. Like you'll get 2 of them, but yeah, you only say you don't want 2, so it's like, which ones do I hate the most? And hope that I'll get something I like, which I was lucky with one of them. So we'll get into my VinylBox ones and I will stop complaining. And I said that I would do a review. I did start it, but I deleted it all because it took up too much space on my Mac. It took up like 200 gigabytes, but I think that was because I'd edited videos on the same file before, so that was that issue. When I did my other one the other day, that went up to 60 gigabytes in the end, so that was a bit more reasonable. But yeah, I won't do a proper video on it. That's my little rant about it. If you don't care what vinyls you get, go for it, but obviously most people will, and their vinyls in their collection are there for a reason, so I don't recommend it personally. But yeah, that is my review of them. And to cancel my account, I had to email them. Like I went on the website, found how to cancel it, and I was like, oh, we have to email us. I don't know how long you're going to take to get back to me. So I left my review and then they contacted me immediately after that. So yeah, onto my vinyl box. So the first one I did was the Wind Down, and I got the Dermot album from Without Fear, which is a limited edition, October 2019. My notes are now under all these vinyls that I've placed on my desk. I have actually listened to all of these ones in my, like, in fairness, because I was like, yeah, I'll listen to it, see what it's like. This was a limited edition one because it's the cover on both sides. So that is actually pretty cool. I know he came to Portsmouth in April because there were posters everywhere, and I was tempted to see it, but I was at home, so that wasn't going to happen. Next, I've got the Amazons, Future Dust. I absolutely fell in love with their first song on this album called Mother, so it's kind of cool because the cover, like, you've got that on the inside, little booklet, all the lyrics and loads of pictures and stuff, so that's quite cool if you like that sort of thing. Then the slip is like that, just some stars on the back, but it's quite a nice little vibe. And then you go, just a black standard vinyl. But this is quite cool in my opinion, how the box works with it, because it's got a hole, so you'll see the cover through it, or you can even put the booklet in first and you'll see it again as well, so then it goes through like that. Or I could then put this through and it will also look quite cool, yeah, because it'll just do that. This one is Noonday Dream by Ben Howard from June 2018. I think it's quite a long one. I did try and listen to it, but there is literally like 4 or 5 different things. I'm not even joking. Oh no, there's 4, yeah. Oh shit, that's the inside. We've got, yeah, 4 sides. First ones, we've got black, 5, and just a black vinyl. Won't bother taking it all the way out because I'm now trying to rush through this, because I don't want this video to be too long, and I'm gonna have to edit it as well. And that's quite cool, funky little vibe. Also black. And there's also a little interlude in a song, just on a little 7-inch one inside as well, so that's quite funky. That's quite cool because it's, yeah, that's still like completely blank on the other side, because obviously when you look at it you can see all the different stuff, but then on the other side it's just plain, which is actually really cool. I mean, that makes sense because it's black, but still bit of a waste in a way, but I won't talk. And then onto the ones I got from the US Sounds of the Radio. I've got After Hours Deluxe from The Weeknd from March 2020, lockdown album, I guess, when he did the Super Bowl, or he did that in 2021, I can't remember. It's annoying for this because they've done red inserts, so in my head I was like really hoping it was going to be a red album because that would have looked sick. You've got this, the After Hours, that black with red writing, which is still, it's a great aesthetic, you can't go wrong with it, but you kind of hope. I was really hopeful. Yeah, like the inside is all the red as well, so now the other sides. Obviously the hits, you got Blinding Lights on here. Same again. So when I went for the Sounds of the Radio, I was really hopeful that I was going to get the Weeknd album. There was also a Maggie Rogers one, but it isn't the one that I currently have on my iTunes anyway, which I think is called Heard It in a Past Life. Might be wrong, don't check me on that. OneRepublic, Human. I think my boyfriend likes this album, or he knows some of the songs, but the only OneRepublic song I really know is Counting Stars, because that's like one of my favourite songs anyway. And this is just another black album. Like that. I'll just do it like this because it's easier. And then I had the anti-establishment ones, which I sold on eBay. And then I've got my jazz bar ones. We've got Ella and Louis, Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong from October 1956. So old album, but it is a vibe. Like, they're like pioneers. This is the paint to come out. Yeah, it's just a black vinyl, just because it's the annoying inserts again, like, so you've just got like, that's the insides bit, but it's just a black vinyl, so there's no point in trying to get that out to put it back in again. I do not have the patience for that right now, because even just doing this is a pain, because it like sticks to itself in weird and wonderful ways and doesn't, like, it's just doing that. I'll just leave it out for now. And we've also got the Dave Brubeck Quartet, Time Out, from December 1959. The same bloody sort of insert again, and yeah, they've used the same green and yellow. Hopefully you get more luck with this. I don't get forget how it does it. That is all of my vinyls. I've got 20 currently. I am going to get Maisie Peters, The Good Witch, soon. That'll be on the way. I went for vinyl and CD for that, so I'll show those and I'll do that in another video, so check that out when it's up, please. For the time being, check out my recent review of my cats. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for any new videos. I might try and do them every week now for the next few weeks because I have one exam and then that's it. Stay tuned for more videos. Yeah, if you've watched to the end, post an emoji down below, one of these ones that I put on screen, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.